partly me, partly you. Well, I'll take a little bit of the blame, but let's go ahead and get started. As just a very brief recap from where we left the session last week, you had encountered Princess Alarith in her throne room in the Kith Palace, and Rydian summoned Retromax, who stomped her into a gooey pulp in the throne room. And from there was the sky split, and you could see the clear blue daylight sky, though kind of like through this sort of rocky, transparent sort of crystalline glass from where you're still trapped beneath the dragon wall. And you started to flee from the palace. You tried to pick up a few of your retainers and your companions, and boarded a bunch of the moths and started winging your way away from the palace. And as you were making your escape, the general of the Kith caught sight of you all and started a pursuit. And as you winged your way over the walls of the palace, you could see a great mob of Kith fleeing from the palace and running west towards the Dragon Wall. And from beyond the Dragon Wall, very far to the west, you could see a white speck rising in the distance, silhouetted by some erupting volcanoes and things like that. So that's the very brief recap of where we left things last week. Does anybody have any questions about where we are, or need any more detail beyond that?
I'm guessing it appears much better to try and get back to the tunnels and out than try and go up higher. I'm guessing the moths might be able to fly higher now, but I don't know if that would do us any good. Yeah,
the moths still are kind of constrained to that altitude, right? They don't want to climb too high. Maybe maybe they've just been trained to fly, within this confine or something to that effect. But they don't seem to want to climb much higher than that 30 feet.
I say we would make mobs out of hell.
I say we make a break for that wall.
Mm-hmm. And as you said, there was we could see a crystalline covering that's still above us. So even if we could fly up, we couldn't get out. It sounds like.
Right. Yeah. It feels like now that those magical skies that had been presented in each side of the on either side of the wall, that weird kind of twilight night sky, and then the dawn's early morning sky, that's all been replaced by what looks to be like a normal sky color and cloud cover and things like that from your own place and time. Right. But you can see that there's sort of this, it's as if you're like looking up through a dome, but that dome is kind of like crystalline or rocky, but still slightly transparent.
All right. I stand by my statement. I say we go get to the tunnel and get out of here.
Yep. Okay. So you guys are fleeing for the tunnel. All right.
Yes, where is the dragon heading to?
The dragon, that speck, is, you watch it, it seems to be growing larger and larger. From like a little pinprick off in the distance to like a thumbnail now, as you all, and you can you can tell that it is in fact a dragon, and it appears to be making its way for the dragon wall as well.
Is the dragon wall where we made our little path from?
Yes, I'm sorry. The big wall with the towers on top and things like that. That's what been calling the dragon wall, maybe a little inappropriately, but
right. Okay. But so this dragon was in the other realm thingy, right?
Oh, that's right. You were not there the night we climbed down into the caves. Yes, this is the other half of the curse. This is
No, I get that. Are we
Mm.
trying to go where we saw the face on the wall, or are we trying to go for the wall that was on the west side?
we're trying to get back to the tunnel we came out of when we first entered this land that had that square labyrinth, and to get back to the portal we originally came through.
But we're able to see the dragon like the other side going to the same place.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, now as you're starting to close on the wall and the distance and the height starts rising, when you're further away from something, you can kind of see over it, especially if you're a little bit higher.
Okay.
But now, the perspective's starting to change.
Okay, got it.
Now
It's
you've
just,
lost
yeah,
sight
I get it. Right.
of
It's
that.
just a weird situation.
It is a weird
Got it.
situation.
But
Mhm,
that's okay.
mhm,
Understood.
mhm. Cool. Let me bring up the other map. That might be helpful too to have a reference.
It's our one-way ticket in midnight.
Hey, maybe the Kith who are following us will be weaker once they get into the dragon wall.
Oh, they'll be fucked up once they get there.
Well, okay. So as far as the god said that was in what's his name? We need to be there before the bone dragon gets there.
Yes, right? Retromax says we got to get through the portal before the bone dragon, because when he goes through, it's closing again.
It's closing forever.
And so somehow, some way, the Kith thought they need to do that too.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, because everybody that's been trapped here in this alternate plane or dimension or cavern or however you want to think about it, they're all prisoners here. No one's native here except for maybe, not even the jackalopes.
Poor Jack.
Okay. So does everybody get saved if we get there first before the bone dragon, or I don't quite can only
but we get out. We can't save anybody but ourselves.
Okay.
It's like first come, first serve.
So the first people through the portal wall thingamajiggy are the people who get to get out of the thing.
Whoever's out before the bone dragon. So if we kill the bone dragon before he gets there, well, then everybody gets out.
Then everybody gets out. Okay, so as long as the bone dragon doesn't get out, then everybody else gets out.
That's how I read it.
So if we wanted to do the humanitarian thing, which I'm not saying we should, or Gib is not saying that, just trying to understand the situation because it sounds pretty bizarre. Gib thought he was off the shrooms, thinking that he wasn't, because this is all pretty wackadoodle stuff. But anyways,
I mean, the way I'm reading it is it's first come, first serve. So it's not like when the dragon goes through, it's just when the first group of people goes through that it closes. But
I thought Retromax said when what's his name? When the other guy goes through, it'll close.
Yeah.
Being that Retromax is back in me now, I will try to query him for clarification.
Yeah, can you consult the god?
Please.
And by the way, Nils, do you want me to run Hammy tonight? Because I don't think an elf wants to go through the labyrinth.
Lots of luck.
I mean, I am happy to let you.
So are you agreeing or disagreeing?
I am agreeing. We need lots of luck. Run Hammy. Gotcha.
All right, Hammy's here.
Okay. I'm looking for the map that you guys drew. Seems to have been disappeared now.
Want me to send a new one via email?
Are you talking about the
map of the maze?
Yeah, I thought we drew it together like on in Roll20.
We did.
But I don't see it here in my
I don't know.
Oh wait, here it is. I found it. Never mind.
I didn't see. Do GMs get to save their maps like that and the doodles?
Yeah. I saved it as a map. It was just named something funny and it didn't have a icon. So I found it. I mean, in the off chance that
some of us have new tokens.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
There are new tokens to be had, and I will busy myself with setting those up for you. So so just so I make sure I understand, we've got Rydian, Horus, Gerda, Hammy, and Gib. You're all riding Moz as you wing your way towards the Dragon Wall, and your objective is to flee this place as quickly as you can, hopefully beating the dragon to the wall. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of you. There's 5 of you. Peter, I'm going to call Hammy player number 5. Just
That's fine.
3. Gerda is sort of leading the way right now.
Because she's whispering to the moth. Great.
That's right. That's right. Yes, she's communing with the moth and urging it to greater and faster performances. Why don't you make a luck check for me, Gerda?
Oh,
I'm
let's.
not in front.
Her luck is not good. Good thing Hammy's riding on the saddle with her. And I even made that point last week that she picked him up. Because it's just so Aowen and Pippin.
Oh, right. Right. Yeah, it snatched him by the scruff of his neck.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, Gerda doesn't have good luck. So that's a minus. Do I get to add my level or anything to it?
No, it's just a straight roll, trying to roll your luck or less.
Oh, I shouldn't have rolled a minus, so I just missed it. I have an 8.
Okay. All right. You reach the base of the entrance, the ramp leading down towards the wall, and you can hear a huge roar echoing out through the cavern and the chamber.
Well, that's not good.
Shall I bring you over to the next? Oh, let's see. I'll bring you over to the next map. The cavern map. And I'm sure you remember this place, correct?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember the descriptions of it, these kind of crazy stone wrought chambers with giant flagstones and things like that. But everything's kind of crumbling and ancient and falling apart. And each of these chambers as you've drawn has entrances and exits from them, and some of them have these weird holes in the ceilings. You have caught sight of you have encountered peculiar apparitions, I guess you might say, inside these chambers. And that's absolutely right. That's where we're at.
And it's dark, right?
It is dark, correct.
What's the spell bonus today?
Today is a +3 to spell checks.
Excellent. I'd like to cast light.
Okay.
Woo!
That's a 26.
And then there was light.
And it was good. I couldn't resist.
It was really, really good.
Well, let's find out how good. Hold on. Sorry, I need my book. I like my fancy gold-edged book because it says clerics and has a little thumb spot.
Right.
Because we're going to need this. And plus, I think it might just piss off other creatures. I don't know. Oh, I know, because it's darkness, but we swapped it.
Right, and I do have the spell written for that specifically, so why don't I pull it up?
Notes.
Role-playing stuff.
Sorry to delay everything, guys. Just trying to help.
Okay, that's fine.
DCC materials. Custom deities, patrons, no. Projects, spell. And did you get a manifestation? Have you cast this yet? Do you have a manifestation?
Yeah, but I actually have not, but you let me pick it because it was so perfect for her. Is it casts sunlight, a beam of sunlight.
Oh, the ray of sunlight. Yeah. Right.
It just seems perfect for a worshiper of nature.
Right. And you're a 26, so...
Yeah. Now it's a lightsaber.
Yeah, so a designated point within 200 feet of the caster creates a 40-foot radius sphere of light that remains in a fixed location for a 2-turn duration. On future rounds, the caster may concentrate and move the sphere by 80 feet per round beyond the initial 200-foot range. So you can spend some time concentrating and moving this this light with you, but because you have to concentrate on the light, it doesn't allow you to cast other spells.
Yeah, sorry guys, I thought I could use it like a flashlight.
Well, it is kind of like a giant flashlight from the sky, you know, penetrating deep now beneath the rock.
Sure, sure. And if we're moving slowly, that would be perfect. But I'll go ahead and light a lantern.
Okay, okay,
Hammy's got the lantern.
okay. Let's see.
Unless someone else wants to carry it.
I don't think we want Horace carrying it.
Do you drop things?
Well, when I fight, I drop things.
That's true. And you have to just swing and hit things. That's your job.
He hit things.
Or I try.
Try to hit things. Let's see.
Usually I just get hit.
Which is fine, because I mean, they're not hitting us.
Okay, what are you guys doing? You've lit your lantern. There is a passage leading to the north.
Okay, well, we are trying to get to this place in the center and the very south of us. So in order to get there, we're going to have to go northwest, northwest, south, southeast, south, 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 west, south.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead for me and roll, or you can just move the token. Just move it step by step because I'm tracking some other stuff on my side. And I need to make a couple of not spell checks, die rolls when you enter these new areas.
Remember, we need to pay attention to up above us, guys.
Yep.
Yep.
We're on it.
Okay.
Mostly, but not all.
We should probably light a torch just so we have to use it as a weapon as well.
Let's see, what am I doing here?
And if we have to fight, I say we do a running fight.
Yeah.
And it might give us an opportunity to try out another spell. I'm very excited about this.
That's true. A couple of our have new spells that we have no idea what they are.
Like light, I had never cast it, so now we know.
Well, Ridian has a spell that he can use once per campaign, or adventure or whatever. That I have no idea what it is.
Well, I'll tell you, if that dragon is getting to the portal before we do, you're casting it.
Absolutely. I kind of hope he does.
Yeah. Horace has an invoke patron, I think, that he can theoretically throw.
I remember how well that worked out for us before.
That was with the cleric, not with the.
Oh, that's right. Horace has a non-warrior skill now. That's right.
Okay, why don't you make you can make your next move.
Oops, sorry. Walked us right into a wall. Oh, I see it. Is it
Grid snapping.
Grid snapping. I like that term.
I'll turn that off.
And I'm messing everything up. I'm not touching it anymore.
You're not messing anything up. It's fine. Let's see.
We're in.
If you hold down
we're in the second one.
If you hold down the,
I just turned off the grid, so that's made it easier. Okay. You should be able to go wherever you want now. As you make your
part of the room with me. Stop it, Peter. Stop it.
Oh.
How did I do that?
You can hear a great commotion, like a mob behind you. Like maybe off in the distance, not in the caverns, but it sounds like there's a great multitude starting to descend the ramp.
The ramp? What ramp? The ramp going up to the
ramp that's going up back towards the entrance.
Okay, so where we just came from. All right, so behind us.
So I think we better start making a break for it.
That we were.
So we could outright just try to battle the dragon.
We might have to, but I'd rather avoid it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just what you hear behind you is like
Everybody clamoring to get in.
right. Yeah.
And they're kiths. They're going to get weaker as they get further, and they're going to get to deal with the black blobby things.
Good point. Okay, go ahead and make your next move.
I actually just did because I was fixing the
Fixing the map.
box I had messed up. So I'm actually in the next one now.
So you've made one.
I've made 3 moves since the entrance.
Okay, go ahead and make your next one.
Your next move, Mr. Bond.
And as you kind of enter this chamber from to the west of you, you hear this great like stumbling and thrashing, and the dragon comes crashing into the room just in to the south of you.
Oh, fuck.
Make a luck check. Make a luck check. Ridian.
You fucker.
Keeps luck checking the unlucky ones. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. All right.
We haven't luck checked Horus yet, so we're not completely screwed.
Like I said,
Mike,
do a lateral passive. Do a lateral passive hammy over to me, and I'll rub his head or something.
Oh no, I can. If yeah, a
So
luck
is
check
going north
That's
to the other side of the wall.
Hold on, my sheet's not cooperating.
But as long as he can see your party, he can.
I know.
He can't do luck checks.
All right.
I think Hammy can affect any die roll, just not his own luck check. I mean,
Oh, I can't adjust my own luck rolls.
right, but any other die rolls.
Are we in the same room as the dragon right now?
The dragon's just south of you.
Right where we
Okay.
have to go.
Okay. I don't know why I just rolled a D10. So let me.
What
I
is
still
Roll
failed.
a D4. If you roll a D4, you'll really make it.
Yeah, I
Ironically,
still
Horus
failed with a
will
D10, but
make it on a D4.
oh my god, I made
Nicely done.
with the 2 luck that I burned last time in order to do whatever I was trying to do.
Nicely done.
So the dragon comes crashing into the cavern to the south, and
Oh, we got to stop him.
Why? Just run.
Yeah, just go the opposite way he goes. We'll outrun him.
Well, I see. If he goes left, we go right because we can get there either direction.
Exactly.
All right.
let's see.
Besides, I don't want to fight him and the Kith, like with the Kith behind us.
No, and I'm hoping he doesn't know his way through here.
Right.
But maybe the Kith know that they got to get out. Maybe they know that the dragon can't be let out, or they lose everybody. The Kith might not be necessarily against us, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I see. Yeah, they may just avoid us, but I say we just.
If they have knowledge of all this, one would think that if they're running to the wall, then they have some knowledge of what's going on.
No, they've been trapped here. They haven't run it.
No. Right? Yeah. My point is that.
Oh, they've been through it.
No, that if
they're running here, then they should know that this is how they get out.
Gotcha.
Yes. And that the dragon getting out means that they're stuck here, and that if they help take down the dragon, that everybody will get out. That is, if they care for each other in any way or form. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good observation.
All right.
But if we want to let the dragon go ahead and go one place and then us do the other, that's also an option.
Let's see.
Or we just attack it and backstab it right now.
Get him! So the dragon.
Actually, if he's just. Oh, I see where he is. He's just come in himself.
Yes, he has just come in himself. He doesn't take any notice of you. Ridian steps in front of the lantern and crouches down, fearfully as you see this huge skeletal beast come clamoring into here, and then it just starts lumbering to the south.
The Retromax is the name of the god, right?
Yes.
Does Retromax have any problems with the dragon as well?
Well, if the dragon gets out before he does, he's stuck too.
Ah, okay. So then,
By proxy.
He might just help us.
Then exactly.
So I suggest we move south and just try and keep out of earshot of the dragon.
And go the opposite way, running.
Exactly.
Okay.
Agreed. And if it comes down to getting cornered, then Nils vomits a god on him.
Well, and the other thing, we're going to go the opposite way, but hopefully he's. Well, no, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to give Aaron any ideas. Never mind.
That's very wise.
It's not us versus him.
It's not.
No.
What do you know? Holy crap! I didn't know that. Okay, so we're moving into the next room, I guess. I don't know. What do we?
Yeah. So you guys can move your token. I took my move, and you can take your move. Let's see. All right. Let's see here. He's got 3 choices. And he turns off here to the.
Shoot, that's what I was going to say. As I hope he goes the other way because that's where the holes in the ceiling are. This way, there are no holes.
Okay, you guys can make your move.
All right. Well,
We're still one space behind him, though. No matter where we go,
Mm-hmm.
we could follow him.
no.
I wouldn't follow.
How do we get faster? How do we slow him down? I think we're going to get right to the entrance together, and you're going to have to vomit the god. I really do.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to come out, but yeah.
Ridian, make another luck check.
Oh,
sorry, not Ridian. Peter. Gerda, it's Gerda. Make a luck check.
Oh, well, can Hammy's at full luck.
Oh, you have to get player 5 on the die.
Oh, fuck! No, she didn't even get close.
Let's see. What's the dragon's name? Valgazar. He does see you. Comes as you know, and he lets out a mighty roar like a Jurassic Park, Tyrannosaurus Rex kind of thing.
Can I cast a spell?
Sure.
Why don't we?
Do you want to?
So that was the end of the scene. We can go ahead and roll initiative.
Is he threatening us, or is he just mad?
You don't. I mean, he looks mad. I mean, mad, terrified. Enraged, frustrated. There's a lot of motion there.
He's not going to attack us directly,
right? And he is 20. He's at
1,000 hit points.
20,000 hit points. He is fairly far away from you. Let's see how far.
Over 9,000.
We could make for a run for it.
I say run. I say just run.
We have to, but I was going to try word of command, but I think I'll do that at the last minute if we have to. So I don't want to slow us down.
Save all the big guns.
Since he stalled and looked at us, that should give you an initiative to. Let's see what happens.
Make up some room and time.
Or if he pursues us, then even better.
Exactly, because now we're ahead.
So you guys move off that way. Let's see which way he goes.
Come on, follow us, buddy. Follow us.
A D3.
Good news, there'll be Kith here any minute.
That's true.
He does go this way.
Ooh.
I think
keep running.
Now you need to make an. Now he's angry. Now you need to make an initiative check.
I think it's time for one of Gibbs' heroic bread roll throws.
I got a 13.
13.
Well, on the bright side, we have the dragon literally in between the Kith and us. So
that is true. So let's hope that the Kith have some ideas as well.
Yeah, their idea is going to be go around
Yeah.
behind him and ignore us.
I mean, this is actually the best
Yeah, but-
position we could fight him in. So
What, us between? Yeah, I agree. We're closer to the door than he is.
yeah.
Here he is. Here's the dragon, Algazar, the bone dragon, with an initiative of +8.
No, that's silly.
Is anybody casting a spell?
Yes.
Yes. Anyone else?
No, Horace doesn't want to invoke a patron right now.
Okay.
Nils, what is Retromax doing inside of you right now?
I don't know. What is he doing?
Retromax is just like crawling and churning on the inside of your body. He needs to get to the gate. That's,
Right. Okay.
That's his. That's all that you're getting from him is just this panic.
So if we make a run for it again, then we're going to take potential damage, right? But then if we get out of it and survive, then we can keep on running, correct?
Correct.
Yes, that okay.
So hopefully we win initiative and then we run.
Yeah, that would be good.
He's +8. He's gonna kick my 13 right through the
So +8. Hey, he could roll.
a 1 or 2.
He could roll 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's possible.
Would be polite.
It would. After all, we rescued him.
He owes us.
Oh,
Oh!
5 +
it's a
8.
tie.
How
We're
much?
fucking tied.
It's simultaneous.
No. Can you burn luck from Hammy?
Damn straight I can burn luck from Hammy.
To get the initiative?
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Run.
So we just won the initiative by 2.
Run, runner.
Run.
And maybe the blob will get it. Though I think the
Blob?
bigger the guys, I think
Well,
that
let's-
they're running too.
Let's hope the Kith gets him.
Yeah.
So Peter, you chose not to cast your spell. Is that right? So
Yeah, we decided-
favor of running.
Yes.
We're all running.
Okay. So he gets to hear smash.
As he turns and his body slams in the corner as he's turning and sliding across the floor. Claws
Scrabbling on the flagstones.
Physics shall
Tail
not work for
lashing.
him.
like thunder.
Mm.
You just hear Horace screaming, "Keep running."
Run!
No, I think we just hear Horace screaming.
Wait, that's me screaming.
Yeah, there aren't coherent words coming out. It's just garbled screams.
Make an initiative check.
Mr. +8. What gives it your,
Oh.
it's agility?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you roll a
Oh.
20, you can win.
I blew it. Gert actually has a +2.
Oh shoot! I thought that was our roll.
18. I'm
Now,
burning another luck.
Stop, or I'll fry you where you stand. And he takes, and you can see all this red magma churning within his hollow ridge cage.
But we have the initiative, so I'm running.
You don't have the well. You
Yeah, I burned another luck.
how much more? You have to burn like a shit ton of luck.
He wanted a natural 20. Was what
Oh,
he
because you're. Oh, I see. I see.
So he's a 19 plus.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I
The
was
19
thinking-
plus 8. He's at
yeah,
27. You could burn luck if you want to get to.
No, I was just looking at the 19 going, oh, I can do it. So, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
if you want to get to 27, you can. Hammy's got a lot of luck, right?
You could, that'd
Not
be 4 luck. You want to let him? You want to let him
stop.
take a shot?
I can't burn that much luck. I only have 16 left.
Okay. I mean, we're one. Well, if we
You're gonna
win, luck,
get it
we
back.
get 1, 2, 3. It's 3 rooms left.
4.
Well, no, because if we win initiative, we get to the next room safely. So it'd be 3 more sets of rolls.
With no luck.
The
Well-
other thing to consider is if we get out first, and then he follows us out, we're still going to have to deal with him.
but can he not get out if we get out first?
We don't know that.
Oh, I thought that was part of the deal. Got it.
I don't know.
Okay, so are we?
That was an assumption on my part. Yep.
Are we running? Or are we stopping?
I mean,
gonna
my
fly
thing
over.
is to keep running, but
But he's
if
going to hit us with a big area effect weapon.
If we
Right,
stop, the mob's going to come up behind them.
well, that or they're going to run the other way and get to the portal first.
Good point.
Morally, that might be okay.
Unless it's
some
first come
reason.
first serve. If it's first come first serve, we're fucked.
Oh, shit.
Is Retromax controlling me in any way to force me to do something? Is he like forcing me to continue to run?
Aaron,
He's not forcing you. Sorry, I was on mute. He's not forcing you, but I mean, you feel compelled to flee. I mean, that's everything that Retromax is screaming in your mind.
Right.
Get to the gate, get to the gate before Balgazar does. If Balgazar passes the gate, the gate will
seals up.
seal forever, and I'll be trapped here forever, and you'll truly feel my wrath. That kind of stuff.
So, so can we all survive a blast of dragon
Yeah.
breath?
Yes, I can.
I don't think so.
Well,
No,
yeah,
probably not.
yeah.
That's my theory.
I don't think Gib can, because Gib keeps on rolling shitty on the on the die. I've got 13 hit points.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
think you do a lot more damage than that. Then we have to turn and stop. But he's got to deal with us too. So
I mean, the thing is, if we stop, well, he has initiative, so he's already boiling up fire or magma.
Right.
So whether
But
or not we stop, he's going to fire off that burst of magma
all right.
because we have no way of interacting with him first before he shoots it off. So
Well, he said stop. I think he's holding his action until we either move or stop.
Right. So
Well,
there,
then-
there are a couple of choices here, right? The way I see it from a GM perspective. You can burn luck to beat the initiative and to continue moving ahead of the dragon. You can stop and follow his command and orders
And treat with them.
or you can just
Try to
say
fight.
the heck with it and fight on your action, or come up, take your action to do something else, and that might be running away. It looks like he's ready to breathe molten fury down on you.
right. So I think we have to question, like, what's the range on his molten fury?
He's a little ways away from you. He's 20, call it 40 feet away from you.
So can we run fast enough?
How far does the dragon fire breathe? Yeah.
And
I mean,
how fast?
the other option is we do a barrel roll to our left.
All right.
All right.
Our
On
right if we're
screen
running
left.
on the screen left.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But then he's between us and the door again.
Right. So I mean, in the end, I think we just need to keep running.
All right.
We can try and
How do you
treat with
feel
him, but
about this,
I'm afraid the Kith are gonna go ahead and get through the portal, and it's gonna be first come first serve. Is what I'm.
What news of the lady Alareth? Has she finally perished?
Oh yeah, we killed her.
Here it is. I'm going to turn around.
So he's treating.
Treating.
I'm
Okay.
gonna-
I mean, this is what he's shouting, right? And he tells you to stop. And
Right. And besides, we talked to him before, and we treated
Yeah.
him before.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Who's the physically strongest person in the group right now?
Most likely.
They should go forward to the dragon.
Well, I have the highest personality.
Okay. So let's tree with them. Screw it. Let's see what happens.
Okay. You do it.
Hail Valkazar. Aerith is gone. She's slain by Retromax. We are freed, but you must honor your pact with us and let us leave.
slain by Retromax, he snaps his teeth. Where is he?
We haven't seen
One
him.
of you carries him. And like smoke and lava's dripping out of his belly now.
We fled the throne room after that happened. We don't know where he is. Check with the kith behind you.
A kith would never bear Retromax. Only a man. And he puts his head down and he's like sniffing. Make a personality check. DC 15, Garrida.
Oh Jesus!
Why'd you make them hard?
That's easy.
Because this is a hard challenge. This is a hard challenge.
It's a hard sell.
Oh,
It's a 10. I'm gonna burn 3 luck.
Oh, no.
Hammy's burning 3 luck to take it 6 up.
so it's a 16. Yay.
Jim under his breath says, make him hold to his word.
and keep Ridian in the back.
Yeah, well, this is going on like there's a little bit of a party shuffle.
Yeah, and we're also kind of shuffling back as we chat.
We're talking out the sides of our mouths. Let's say what the Miramax made.
Honor your word. We go first. Then you can follow us.
Remind me, priestess, what word was this? And he starts like stalking forward.
We're gonna moonwalk back like we're walking forward to treat with them. No.
Gibbs like waving his arms.
Oh boy. This is fucked. This is just fucked.
Can we make another initiative run?
Sure.
Run!
Beat a
God
26.
damn
Oh,
it.
that's not me. That's Peter.
Oh, that's Peter. Oh, right. Yeah. You're yellow. That's right. Good.
Looks like I rolled a
That's a 21.
Looks like I rolled a 9 plus 7.
Oh.
Run!
You get to here. Is that where you're running to?
The next room.
Oh, is this the next
That
room?
is the next room because he was one behind us.
Right.
I would like to say we're 2 rooms ahead of him, but no, we're not that fast.
Or are we?
Somebody throw a banana peel so he'll trip.
Where's that food of the gods right now?
That could be done.
Mashed banana peel.
Okay. So you turn and run 20, 40, 60,
Did any black goop drop on his head while he was standing there just out of curiosity?
70. It's roughly 70 feet distance for you guys, I guess.
And as soon as we get in the room, we're going to try and duck 3 feet
20,
around the corner.
40, 60, 70, 80. Call it 80 feet. And
You follow
he
us
lets
as we-
this great blast of magma comes hurtling down the passageway from his gaping jaws, and it
we
goes
duck to the sea. How we duck to the side? We're safe now.
3d6. Oops.
All ones. Come on, all ones.
It was 100 feet. It comes well into the chamber where you are.
Liza!
Everybody make a reflex check. DC 18.
Well, Horace can't make that, so.
If you roll a 20, you can make it.
All right, here we go. Come on, Horace. Oh! Oh!
Gonna burn a point of luck. I'll let you, Horace, burn a point of luck. And
Horace will burn a point of luck.
all right.
His luck is absolute shit now, but he will do it because it makes him alive.
Oh, Hammy makes it. Gertie does not.
Radiant does not.
Okay.
This is a luck check?
Yeah.
Agility.
Agility.
On agility.
DC 18. All right. Who made it?
Horace did because he burned the luck.
Hammy did.
Hammy takes 1 point of damage. Horace takes 8 points of damage.
All right.
Ridian takes 8 points of damage. Gerda takes
Oh, that's right.
6 points of damage. What's right?
Retromax in me. I've got super hit points.
Hmm.
I might even have more hit
And-
points in
No.
Gib took 18 points of damage.
Can I?
Does
Okay,
that-
so
Is that sorry? Before we get too much further, I just need to know if that took Gib to 0.
Yes, it did. Of
Okay.
course.
Okay.
so I'm going to narrate a bit of Cinnamon, and we'll see if it makes a difference.
Okay.
So since Retromax is inside of me, I
Mhm.
can kind of, and I've got this godly power.
Mhm.
Actually, that was the other thing I just realized. I get like super pluses to my rolls.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a will save. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So since I've got Retromax inside of me, and he's like so set on surviving that he, well, actually that wouldn't help. It's like heighten my senses, so I can tell that Gib is going to be able to take the brunt of the ball, the fire flame ball, and I'm able to jump with my super flash reflexes because I have a god in me. I'm able to jump over to him, push him out of the way, and
Take the hit.
take the hit.
Okay.
Very
That's
cinematic.
what I'm going to try to do. I'll see if that. I'll let you decide what that does.
Sure.
That's-
You
That's
can.
pretty super.
And after you decide, I want to show you what I have an idea for when you make your decision.
Okay. Sure. So, you guys hightail it, and Valgazar breathes this huge jet of molten magma, and it just like sprays into the room where you are. Some of you are able to sort of get out of the way or hide in a corner and cry a little bit. But many of you were badly burned. In fact, but Rydian's heightened senses, things just sort of slow down. It's like, whoom, like Matrix slow. And he reaches and he pushes, actually sort of kidney punches Gib. And Gib kind of jumps away. So instead of taking those, Gib takes no points of damage, but Rydian took whatever he had before plus 18 more.
Thank you, buddy.
I'm sorry. I was talking with Grace about homework. So basically, did my idea work? Did I take the hit?
Yeah. And he showed it beautiful. That was beautiful.
So you took whatever damage you had before. I don't remember what I rolled, plus
Plus
8,
18.
plus 18. So what? 20 lots.
Okay. I'm still alive.
How many hit points do you have left?
10.
Okay.
You've got
Okay.
wow. How many hit points did you? This is because Retromax is in you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So hopefully
that's
when
amazing.
when he leaves, I don't like lose all the the hit points or something. I don't know. So
Aaron, as we came running into this room, booking like mad, we ducked around the corner as quick as we could, and the molten lava crap hit some of us, obviously, and some barely got away, but still got spattered. And there's smoke, and there's ash, and Gerda spun around, and she puts out the flame on her cloak, and as she sees Rydian take the hit, she went and lays hands on him and grabs as we start moving back again. So I want to lay hands as we're moving.
Are you moving into the Eastern Passage? Into a place you haven't been before?
No,
No.
south. Keep moving south.
We've got to get out of here. We're going south.
So we're running, and she's laying hands at the same time. Is I think what.
Or at least they're running, and we'll be at the back as I lay hands. But I whoever took the hit, I was going to lay hands on.
Rydian, I think, took the lion's share of the damage.
Yeah.
yeah, I took.
Like bathing in molten fire.
So that's
Like
a
the chaos
28.
wizard he is.
Okay,
28
well,
is when I get to do it. It's going to be 4 dice.
okay. I hear you. But first, before that happens, we need to make a initiative check.
Oh, I liked it. I thought it was wonderful.
So
I'm keeping my 28.
I'll let whoever wants to roll, but you need to beat another 27.
Shit.
Should I use my spellcast roll for this? I wouldn't get the +9.
Right. So Hammy has a lot of luck. It looks like he's winning initiative. Anyone PC can roll the initiative die. If you roll a 20, you'll automatically win.
Agility modifies.
Agility modifies.
That's not me. I don't have a good agility, but
Really? We're going to try me again? All right.
I mean, I can roll if we want. I just rolled a 19, so my luck is probably pretty shit right now.
All right. Wait a minute. I got a +2 with her, so 20.
Come on, here we go. Oh!
Oh, not bad.
Is it
Not,
worth
I think
not
you
a natural 20, though. So what did you roll, Aaron? Yours is a 26?
I'm at 27. I'm plus.
You're at +7.
I'm +8.
So if you burn
Plus
4
eight.
points,
Plus
luck
8.
will win.
1, 2, 3, 4. We win!
Mad dash. Let's go.
So did Hammy just hand all the luck away?
Fuck yeah. He's burned 7 of his 17 luck so far.
Okay, you get to there, and then the dragon comes to here, and he's roaring.
Nils
He's roaring in fury now. Oh! If you want to do that, the party will be split, and the two that are casting the spells will be the portion of the party will be.
Never split the party unless a party's already split.
Kinda
Nils,
like
can you live on 10? Can you live on 10 points?
that's what I had to begin with before I got a demon in me. So yeah.
All right. All right. I'll heal you.
That's a very concise answer.
We are all staying together.
All right.
And we're ducking around the corner of this as soon as we fucking can.
Okay. Make an initiative check. So the party, like, what? So you burst into this room, and tell me what you're doing exactly as you move into this room. You say you're going around the corners.
You just duck around the corner, so any straight blast into the room we're not in the path of. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
And
Oh,
Gibbs,
Ridian, I forgot about your followers.
My what? My what?
Your followers. Your two kith. I assume they're just hanging out with us.
Yeah, but I forgot to roll damage for them.
Oh yeah.
All right, next
I'm getting
time.
some echo.
Yeah.
It's
Could you drop
It's
out?
dangerous to serve him. Yes. Or should I drop out?
Yeah, please. Just drop out. And drop out. He probably needs the Hangout link.
Well, it was in the
Chat, but it's
So at what point do I cast my spell?
well, you make a decision if you're going to cast it before you roll initiative.
this is your oh shit spell.
Yeah.
Well, Gib has an oh shit spell because he's got a 3rd level. It's kind of like at the tip of his tongue, and he can't quite figure out what it's going to be or what not. Or
I didn't tell him what to do.
Are we waiting for Peter to come back?
Yeah, he should give him a minute.
So while we wait,
Mhm.
Does anybody know where I can get flint or obsidian-headed spears for 28mm figures, like prehistoric figures, cavemen? I guess that's a no.
Oh, you want him to look flint chipped?
Yeah, I got some cavemen, and they're supposed to be carrying spears, but they don't have spears.
I guess you could make some. Like out of some milliput or something?
Out of some flint?
Out of some milliput.
Right.
And then just, shape it roughly and then carve it once it's hard.
Yeah, create some cracks in it.
Okay.
All right.
Peter's
fine.
back.
Ugh.
Sorry. I forgot to give you the link before you went away.
Well, no, and on top of it, just every time I disconnect, I have to completely shut down Safari and completely reopen it, or it tells me I don't have the plugins. And sometimes when I restart it, it says you don't have the plugins, which we know I have because I'm using it.
Fun.
That's awful. Okay.
But I'm back.
Let's see if we can pick up the momentum again.
Run!
So you guys ran into the room, and some of you broke left and some of you broke right around the entry of into that room.
No, we all broke left.
We all broke left.
Okay.
Yeah,
Roll
so
left,
we're actually
roll
like right there.
Okay.
Yeah, we're sprinting. It's like there's gunfire behind us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there is pretty
You
much.
duck behind the corner as soon as there's cover.
Mm-hmm.
And
Run!
Gibbs rubbing his back, like where his kidney is. Going, ow!
Yeah, I think I did catch that part. Was that I basically gave you a really good kidney punch this time to get you out of the way?
Yeah, it's our running gag. Is you two keeping each other knees.
It's literally our running gag this time.
It really is.
Okay,
so now it's an initiative check. But first, is anyone casting a spell?
yes,
Okay.
and we could, of course, elect not to cast a spell, right?
Yes, you can elect not to cast a spell.
Okay,
Yes.
then I will indicate I'm going to cast a spell too.
But if you do cast a spell, it will slow you down somewhat, and you won't be able to move as far or as fast.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But if we stop to fight, we stop to fight.
Right. All right. Here's the dragon.
I'll cast a spell in the same idea.
Woo!
Oh, there we go.
Okay, come on.
So
We
who's
can
gonna
beat
roll?
this.
Okay, you guys win.
Run!
I say let's save the spells.
Run!
All right, saving spells. Boom. Let's see here. You're now out of the line of sight.
That's it. A line of fire is my concern.
So we could just keep on running, right? If we want to.
Yeah. So no matter who wins the initiative, you guys are going to make it here first.
Yay!
And he's going to get to here, no matter who wins or loses the initiative. And then
I assume the portal's open.
So yeah, so you run into this room where the portal was. Remember how it's like this filigreed frame with lots of carved stonework around it, and the portal before was this kind of pulsating purple color, but now it's this pulsating gold. And
by the way, I've got firm hold of Iridium because as soon as we're through, I'm casting heal because I have a feeling he's going to lose all those hit points as soon as we're through.
As soon as we're all through, I'm going to smash the mirror on our side.
Oh, brilliant idea.
Well,
Or try.
Okay. All right. Sure. So you guys are jumping through. Is that what's happening?
Yes.
I was going to give you a handout or the portal.
No, don't jump ahead of us, please, Aaron. Please give us handouts and all that. But
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Handouts as we're running.
well, I just wanted to tell you the thinking that I was worried that Iridium will fall dead and I won't have a chance to heal him.
Okay. Okay. No, I think I mean, Iridium will be in a bad way. That's for sure.
We may have to deal with a chaos god, but
Oh, I think he's just going to fly free and thank us. Besides, he owes us now. And that makes him, oh, Iridian just found a patron. Iridian's got a patron. What a great narrative for getting your patron.
Oops.
I think it's my third patron now.
Can't have too many. Besides, this one owes you.
He's probably paid.
Yeah, probably not best to see it that way, but maybe he will be a little more receptive if you actually have to call on him. Hey, I've been in that guy's head and he's got dirty thoughts. Yeah, he's cool.
Like this dude.
So does it make it through?
Okay, here's a handout for you guys. Add a handout. Portal. Choose a file in the Dragon Wall. Save changes and show it to my players. Show it to everyone. Did you all get it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a Mullen drawing too. He's one of my favorites.
while we are making it, if we're gonna run through the mirror or whatever, the portal, can we hear the kith coming as well?
Yeah, there's this great cacophony behind you. It's a lot, but now it's like kind of a lot of moaning and weeping and
because they're weak too,
screaming, in pain. But there's a mob somewhere behind you. You don't know how far behind you.
Well, Horace is jumping through the portal.
Okay.
And he's waiting.
Yeah, while Hammy's going through Gerda, because she feels like the shepherdess, she's going to make sure everybody else is through, and she's heading in. She'll bring up the rear.
All right. As Gerda's the last to leave, she turns and looks over her shoulder to see Valgazar come scrambling through this chamber. The doorway is a little bit too small, and he's like bursting his way through and dragging his body and his great wings behind him, though all still bones and skeletons. And poof, you're through. You're on the other side of the portal.
As soon as I see Gerda get through, Horace is going to take his sword and just try and smash the portal.
Okay, make an attack roll. You can add your D die.
Where did
I can't roll to save my life, apparently.
Okay. What's that, Mike?
So as far as lore is concerned, why did the bone dragon have it like any powers in the first place?
Why
was he a dragon?
Oh,
he was one of the kith lovers, right? I get that.
Yeah, he was a human. He was a human priest of Bothat Kor, the dragon god from Farouk.
Okay.
And he had fallen in love with the kith princess,
with the chick that got squashed.
And she had feelings for him as much as a kith can have feelings for anyone. And they sort of started this tryst, but it nearly tore their two cultures apart once it was discovered that she was trifling with mortal blood, and he was engaged with a mortal enemy.
Okay.
And to keep the peace, the court of chaos, who both these cultures served, decided to punish them by banishing them beneath beneath the dragon wall, which is where
we were.
And that dragon wall separates the two of them, and Valgazar was transformed into
the bone dragon.
A bone dragon, kind of a parody of his god, and sort of left to suffer on his side of the dragon wall, and the princess not as severely punished, other than being separated from her people for decades and decades and decades.
So maybe we'll be only battling a priest when he comes through.
Yeah, you might. Yeah, it's hard to say what you'll be battling.
What's going to transform?
So
whilst he, the thing just got smashed on the portal or mirror or whatever, Gibbs going to look at what's happening with the guy that just punched him in the kidney.
Oh, Radiant?
Iridian.
Because
Oh,
he's wondering if this god's going to come out or what happens to him.
yeah, and that's exactly what happens. So Ridian comes through the portal and is standing as healthy and hale, and suddenly he collapses down on all fours, and he starts dry heaving, and all that gold smoke just rushes out, and you just hear this one word, freedom, and it like down the passage, and you assume like up the stairs. So you guys have just released back into the world a chaos demigod.
Chaos god.
The trickster.
Onto the mortal plane, the trickster, yeah.
We're nice people. Hey, we're not heroes.
We're not angels.
I'm just saying.
We're just normal, mortal people.
You know,
Right. Trying to get by.
trying not to get eaten by a bone dragon. I would like to heal Iridian immediately.
Okay. Ridian, what were your current stats from all the stat drain and all that garbage that Retromax was causing you to suffer? Ridian's on mute.
Hello?
Hello, Nils. Nils?
Yes. Sorry. I've been talking to Grace about homework again. She's got a huge report due tomorrow, and so she can't function without me.
That's fine.
Is she doing a report on DCC?
No.
That's too
So do you want all stats or just the ones that he modified?
I just want to know what your physical traits are at currently,
Okay, physical
and
traits,
like
okay.
what and how much of that have you lost? Are you like down -3? Or are you down -5?
Right. So
or-
I'm down. My strength is normally 9. I'm down to 5.
Mhm,
My agility is normally 12, and I'm down to 8.
mhm.
My stamina is usually normally 10, and I'm down to 6.
So it sounds like you've lost 4 points total.
Yeah.
I mean, 4 points, -4 to each of those
yeah,
stats.
right.
Yeah. Okay. And your hit points are currently 10, correct?
Right. It's normally 13, but I was at 38.
Okay.
nice.
Um,
No wonder you have such an inflated sense of self-purpose.
all right. So here are the physical. Here are the scars that you're left with.
Okay.
From Ridian, from Retromax, leaving
Right.
or having Ridian having served as Retromax host and vessel.
Mhm.
And he's truly violated you in the deepest of
Orifices.
ways.
Okay.
So you'll be permanently -2 on all of those physical traits,
Holy cow.
and you can recover those -2, those other 2 points as if they were spellburn points, right? So your starting physical stats are all reduced by -2. And you're going to permanently lose one hit die of hit points. And
Okay.
you can avoid all of these things if you wish to take corruption. For each choice that you choose to avoid, it will be a minor corruption for the first physical trait, and then a first point of the physical trait, and then a major corruption for the second point of physical trait.
Mhm.
And then to avoid the hit die, it would be a major corruption. Let me check my corruption table and see.
Oh, you got to do it.
I haven't even looked at the corruption table yet, so I don't know.
It's better if you don't.
Yeah, it's much nicer as a surprise.
Minor corruption.
My bronze, my glasses on
Major corruption and greater corruption. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So let me see actually how many hit dice you're going to lose permanently.
I thought it was one hit die. You mean how many hit points?
No, it's going to be 2 hit dice because it's like this. It's like the physical traits too. I'm sorry, I misspoke.
Oh, I see.
earlier.
Okay. All right. Well, at least it won't kill me.
And let's see. So minors and then majors, and then if you do, if you do, and there's a possibility for a greater corruption as well. You know, as you kind of keep pushing the envelope here.
Okay. And what did you say about the hit? The same thing for the hit dice, right? Since I'm losing 2 hit dice, it's 2, a minor and a major. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the other thing to note is I actually haven't rolled done my level increase yet. So I say that I have 13, but I actually have another hit die coming that I haven't rolled yet. So.
Oh. But you rolled your spells, right?
No. No, because
I think you're kind of full up in terms of spells and spell slots.
That's a couple of other things. Other questions I have.
Now, here, if you want to hang on to any of the spells that Retromax had, planted in your mind, that's a greater corruption for every.
Okay.
Well, it's going to burn holes in the back of your head.
Yep.
It's the knowledge that man was not meant to know,
or at least not meant to know without a greater price.
So what do you want to do? First, lose 2 hit dice permanently. Would you like to roll them, or shall I?
Corruption.
Second. First. Keeping spells. Okay, so
I say
first of all, let me roll 1 hit die to get the level. And great. Okay, so I'm up to 14. So at this point, I need to decide now what I'm doing, right?
You do.
Okay. And then you'll roll apart.
Okay. Yeah, let's do the strength. Are you going to avoid any penalties to your strength?
Let me go back to my sheet and see, because that's the one I think that's really bad. Yeah, I'm actually going to
take the minor corruption.
Second.
Once you get to a 8, it's a -1.
Right. So
and you have to get to a 5 to be a -2. This is just
right. That's where I'm at right now. So if I take a minor, and a major, then effectively I can completely regenerate that stat because the other 2 points are going to be spell burn points.
To be recoverable. Yeah.
Right. They can be at some point after lots of resting. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to do both a minor and major for my strength because it is so low.
Okay, let's roll those. Let's see what happens to you. Roll a. Let's see, corruption.
Your wizard's figure may not look very human after this.
It's a D10 minus your spell level plus your luck mod, and you can avoid corruption. You can burn a point of luck to avoid the corruption.
I'm already sorely in need of luck as it is, so
I'm just letting you know. You can go to 3. That's the most that you can.
Okay.
That you can.
So say that again. A D10 minus my level, which is now 4, right? Yeah,
Correct.
4 plus my luck mod. Did you say?
Yes, plus your luck mod.
And my luck mod is already a -1.
So it would be
+1.
It would be +1. Yes.
Okay, so the higher
on the chart, the worse.
Got it. Okay. So it's a total of a net of -3.
Let's see. No, it looks like a lower number. Is a lower number worse? Yeah, a lower number is worse.
Right.
A lower number is worse. That's why, because as you start going up in higher levels, you start becoming more and more at risk to this stuff.
Your eyes bug out and you get horns in your head.
So it's a D10 -5. That's what you're looking at right now.
Right. Okay. All right. And I'm just curious. Since I'm not looking at the chart yet. Does it go negative?
It goes to 1 or less. That's the worst that it can get on the chart.
There we go.
Is that a 1 or less?
That's
okay.
A
So you develop horrid pustules on your face that do not heal and impose a -1 penalty to your personality.
Okay.
You're a teenager.
Let me get that just a second. La, la, la. That's what I need to edit. Okay. And so that was my first one. So major corruption now.
Yes, a major corruption now.
Is it the same
It's
roll?
a D10 -5.
Okay. Ooh, only a 3.
Wow,
I
let's
got
see.
3.
Consumption. The character's body feeds on its own mass. You lose 2d10 pounds in a month and suffer a -1 penalty to your stamina. Yeah, so this is like the wasting sickness as Iridian, like as Retromax leaves Iridian. So throw. Do you want to throw it or shall I?
Second. And then what? -1 stamina. You said?
Mm-hmm. This one can't.
Yeah, so it's like I'm going to have to.
This is on top of everything else.
Right. So and I'm rolling 2d10 of weight loss.
Mm-hmm.
18 pounds.
18 pounds.
Well, you won't be eating as much.
Okay.
All right, moving on to agility. Is that right?
Yes. I'm at a 7. You said 9 is
Is 7 your total with recovery, or is 7 where you are currently?
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I was at 8. So yeah, I will take a minor to get me out of the minus to go up to 9.
Sorry, and that 8 is your current stat, or is that your recovered stat?
I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm not doing anything with my agility because my agility will still be not negative if I don't do anything.
Okay. All right. Now,
and similar with my stamina. Well, actually, I'm going to take 1 minor for my stamina to keep it at least at 9.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. D10 -5.
-2.
All right. I'll just give you the next one higher.
Okay.
The skin on a random portion of your body appears to melt like wax. It flows and reforms into odd puddles and shapes. This is an ongoing, constant effect that itches and repulses others. Determine a location randomly. Throw a D6. Oh, your face.
Nice. It goes so well with the pustules.
The pustules and the melting face wax.
It reminds his friends of Retromax.
Right. So is there a physical manifestation of that? Like, do I get more personality loss?
Yeah, you can take another -1 to your personality.
Okay.
Good thing you're not a cleric.
It's like almost like it looks, and in fact, your whole face takes on this ruddy red complexion. So your face looks like almost like it's molten lava that's like constantly flowing and bubbling with these pustules, which burst into pus and then bleed and then, reform again, through the flowing wax.
So my personality and intelligence also changed. Is that staying or is that going away?
That goes away. That's like Retromax whispering in your ear.
Right. So that goes back to my normal stats.
Yes, but there's no modifier there.
Right.
So now the hit dice. Do you want to prevent any hit point loss, or?
Yeah, I'll start off with preventing 1 hit die loss.
Okay, that's going to be a major corruption, and then the next one would be a greater corruption.
Oh.
Oh no, I said greater corruption for hanging on the spells.
Right.
So these are the same principles, minors than majors.
Yeah.
So you're going to prevent 1, and you're going to see what the effect is before you decide on the major. All right, go ahead and roll the D10.
Same 3 I got before.
Yes. So let's see.
Not good.
Let's see. One of your legs grows an additional D6 inches, and you now walk with an odd gait.
We can get you a special shoe.
2 inches. Which leg?
Both.
Oh, right.
Your middle leg. Woohoo!
Winning.
Well, plus 2 inches. I'll go ahead and take the hit point loss after that.
All right. So here's your one. Do you want to roll it? It's a D4, I believe, for your hit dice.
It's not too
2
bad.
points permanently lost.
Yep, okay.
That's what Gerda lost for staying in for the night.
Right. And then let me look at the spell book. Okay, so I'm not going to keep Chill Touch because I already have that.
Hey, while you're deciding on your spells, I'll be right back with you. I'm just helping Emily.
You're tempted by a greater corruption. I find that brave.
What?
Well, to keep a spell, you'll need to go with a greater corruption, right?
Right, yeah. Good point. I hadn't thought about it. Didn't really think about that. All right, see here. Because looking through them, I didn't see a lot that were that great. 1, 2, 3. So, well, the ray of enfeeblement can get me my strength back.
What the
One turn. Yeah, that's temporarily.
Yeah, you need to find a mirror, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I'm wondering if it's still valid at this point, but yeah, we still haven't found that.
Too bad Retromax didn't stick around. It would have been nice if you'd gone and eaten Dragora.
264.
I guess we're left with that task.
And that was probably what we just broke, or we were trying to break. Yeah, that's not working. I'm not taking paralysis because you have to hit people.
Yeah, I have that.
So that's.
Can you cast that on somebody else's stuff though, like on a weapon?
You can cast it on your
own.
I think it's on your own.
Right. Yeah.
At least with a clerical spell.
That's why I haven't used it. That's why I haven't used Chill Touch, because you have to get in there and fight, which this guy's not going to do. 276.
See, it's important to know your limitations. Man, not to know his limitations.
Quickly, what were all the spells that he came with?
Chill Touch, which I already had, Invisible Companion, Ray of Enfeeblement, Demon Summoning, Darkness, Paralysis, Lotus Stare.
I have Lotus Stare on Garrett.
So those are a lot of. There's a few third levels in there too. Then, so the demon summoning is third level, or is that monster?
Paralysis is paralysis is third level, but that's the one you have to actually fight somebody with, which
it's also
this guy's not getting.
Also a first level clerical spell.
Right. I'm thinking about keeping demon summoning just as part of the storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah,
but the rest are not wowing me enough to. I don't even. Where are the corruption tables?
They're at the front of the spell book. At the very beginning of chapter 5.
Disapproval, generic misfire. Okay, here we go.
And then that whatever the invisible friend can be handy too, though. But I think that's level 2.
Yeah, it's level 2. The problem is how long it takes to cast it.
Is there? What's that?
The problem is how long it takes to cast it.
Is there a penalty for holding on to any one type of spell?
Other than taking the greater corruption, no.
Right. So it doesn't matter if it's second level or third level. You basically get
Not
to
that, not
choose.
that he's mentioned.
Right.
It's just whatever. Sorry, I'm back with you. It's just whatever those spells that Retromax had provided you.
Yeah.
Mhm. And then you're going to have to probably try to balance out your spell slots, Nils, because you might be.
Right.
I think Mike or Gib might need to do the same thing too, depending on the number of spells.
Well, no, I get. Yeah, we discussed that last time.
Yeah.
And this is still the same -5.
It is still the same -5. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. It's still the same.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to take. I don't think I'm going to try for it. I mean, these were bad enough.
I remember there was one pretty awesome spell on there, wasn't there?
No. I mean, yeah, there are some good spells, but the effects so far that I've had are bad enough. And since I know that I'm rolling at the bottom half of the table with a 50% chance of rolling a 1 effectively, it's got to be bad.
Okay.
So.
Okay. All right, so that's Rydian's recovery or
Lack of it.
I would say opposite of recovery, sickening,
Yeah.
caused by Retromax.
A withering.
Yes, Rydian's withering.
Perfect.
Well put. Horus had turned and struck at the portal. His sword kind of clanging harmlessly off the stonework. What do you guys want to do?
I'm sorry, Aaron. So, I admit I did the math. I forgot that -1 stamina. So I'm going to go ahead and take another major to try to keep my stamina in the non-negative.
In the non-negative domain. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a d10.
Ooh.
What is that? A 1?
-4.
Ooh.
A greater, eh?
Yeah. No, major.
Major.
Yeah.
A duplicate of your face grows on your back. It looks just like your normal face. The eyes, the nose, and the mouth can be operated independently.
Oh, you're a fucking chaos sorcerer. This is so cool.
I just realized it. I'm turning into a GW figure.
You are.
Yes.
And I bet I can find this figure if I'm willing to pay $20 for the old Hammer stuff. Okay.
For 30.
That one I don't mind. That's pretty cool. And you know what's worse? You're going to have 2 people muttering all the time now, too.
I'm not going to argue.
2 melty arguey faces. Lava arguey faces, yeah.
Right.
I like the spinning it up as molten lava instead of all that dragon fire that you took has like seriously impacted your magical psyche.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you guys have just come through the gate. The dragon was one room behind you at least.
What's his name? Threw a sword at the thing.
Yeah, Horus swung his sword at the gate, but it did little to affect.
Are we still at our same casting things?
Yes, it's probably been about an hour. It feels like noon.
Gibbs gonna cast Eckham's Mask or whatever it's called.
So are we preparing to fight in here, or do we want to keep running?
Well, if you're going to keep on hitting the thing,
that was my plan.
Whilst you're hitting that thing, Gibbs going to cast Eckham's Mask.
Very wise.
even if you say you just went and did your action, Gibbs going to do the same. Take a turn casting that. If the group decides to run, he can run with Eckham's Mask on.
There we go.
Good call.
Go ahead and make your spell check.
Oh.
Or not.
Let's see. +3, right?
Mm-hmm.
+4 for your level.
So that's 7, 8, 9, 10.
Plus an intelligence bonus if you have one.
11.
Oh, that's just shy.
Not even funny.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, okay. Just lost it. Not a big deal.
Just for the day.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
are we running or are we gonna stay and fight or whatever? What's the rest of the group doing?
To be fair, my last attempt to hit the mirror was a 7. So there wasn't much oomph in it. So
I think we should disperse. We're going to have to fight whatever comes out of there one way or another, or it's just going to run past or whatever. But
So it's not really a mirror. It's like
a glowing portal.
Yeah, it's a glowing portal. But I take your point that you're trying to damage the portal so it's rendered inoperable. And you're throwing in your mighty deed to do that, right?
Yeah.
So you'd need to get your deed to go off, and you'd have to, hit it reasonably and then do reasonable damage.
Right.
You believe to have any sort of chance of success.
Which I'm more than willing to do. Like, if the rest of you guys want to like fan out and prep for combat,
I think that may be what we have to do. It's either here or on the stairs or whatever. And I think if we're on either side, I think it might rather leave than fight.
Yeah. And there are 2 dragons like at the 1-8 place, so.
Oh, fuck, that's right. Fucking statues.
Oh,
they
thanks.
might be asleep right now, though. They might be asleep.
Thanks for the reminder.
Well,
you guys are 4th level. You'd be able to take those things, no problem.
If we're gonna,
and then another dragon coming up, no problem.
So if we're gonna go ahead,
it's like a dragon's maw, the top and the bottom of the mouth. Snappy snap.
We're having a dragon party tonight. All right.
So yeah, if we're gonna stay and fight, Horace will go ahead and try and take another swing at this thing and really get his back into it.
Before we go to that round, I wanted to heal. I wanted to heal Iridian.
Oh right, yeah.
Oh right, yeah. Everybody's got their action after they pass through the portal. Iridian's done his. Gibbs done his.
Actually,
that's disapproval.
Gibbs gonna at the same time back away from the portal and move out of range or something like that.
All right, let's see. Disapproval. What's your current?
Hold on. I guess it's probably already been stated, but what's happening? But with the loss of my maximum hit points, I'm only 2 points down.
Oh, so you didn't need to be healed?
Not really.
No.
Does anybody need to be healed?
I mean, Horace could use it to top him off because he's down 8, and we're gonna fight a massive dragon.
Well, then I would have healed him. So there it is.
Okay.
That's why I rolled it. I like the 27 I had before. That was much better. But
right. Yeah. So let's see. Did you have any failed spell? Are you carrying any points of disapproval, or is this just
Not
the first
one?
Oh well, that's pretty lucky for you. Now you have one.
I have one now. Yep.
This has happened to you a few times, actually. I think this is the only times you've been getting disapproval or disfavor is when you roll a 1.
Good point. So I can't complain.
Yeah.
Stop rolling 1s.
I'm trying.
Okay.
Not hard enough.
Okay, so we could either run or we can back away.
Before you guys make that decision, I need Gerda to roll a D4. Pardon me. A D4, please.
Is it modified by anything?
No.
Okay. I mean,
death.
The proper rites must be observed. All casting times are doubled until the next sunrise. So if you're casting a spell that takes 1 action, it costs you 2. I'm sorry, I need to get some water.
That's a lot one I had last time too, so I'll be a lot slower in my spell casting.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
It's okay. That's why Horace is here to bang on things.
I heard that.
I personally think he's going to turn back into the priest.
I think so too.
there would be that would, it would seem to be consistent with the the rules of magic and realm holding. And
Well, if there's one thing I've learned is there are no rules in magic,
true.
unfortunately.
But the curse has been somewhat lifted by someone leaving, right? So by
Yes, by her dying.
her dying. So either way, if if anybody can get out now, then the dragon and or priest is going to come out along with the Kith. If nobody can get out, then nobody's going to get out. Which,
yeah, I think the
those
Kith
are
are
guys
always
that-
behind them because they're getting weaker, and who knows if they even know how to get out.
Mhm.
or if they can get out and be alive, maybe the whole time.
Or if he comes before they do, he'll shut it. Once he's through, it's shut.
Right. That could be another interpretation of what happens.
Or the Retromax could have been lying the whole time. And
Absolutely, he's a trickster.
It could just be a ticking time bomb, that glass portal.
Sorry, guys, I'm back with you. I had to get some water because I was just going to hiccup the whole time.
No problem. He's just been theorizing and pontificating.
About what to do next.
Mm-hmm.
Or just discussing, whether or not it's going to come out as a priest, or if nothing gets to come out anymore, or if something gets to come out.
Right.
Does the portal close behind him? Or, so is the portal closed now? Is it closed behind him? Or if not, then Kith are going to be coming out as well.
Right. Right.
So with that, then we all need to decide right now if Kith are going to hate us and attack us, then we should run. If the Kith don't hate us and hate the dragon, and it stays a dragon, then that'll help us fight it. And we're most likely not going to be able to outrun the dragon. But if it turns into a priest, we should be able to deal with him pretty
I just
easily.
wish we had some explosives. That's all I'm saying.
sorry, I used mine up.
I'm thinking, I don't think we're going to get a better place to fight.
I
don't know
agree.
what our odds are of outrunning anything that comes with the portal.
I
Yep.
agree.
I'm thinking we should take up defensive positions while Horus is trying to beat on this sucker.
I agree.
Maybe get lucky and actually do something to this portal.
Okay. So you guys are going to stay in the chamber, the portal chamber, and Horus is going to try to attack the portal itself to damage it, to render it inoperable.
So actually, as I'm thinking about this, is this portal standing on some stilts or something, or is it built?
Or is it like a
into the
gateway?
wall?
Well, if we look back at the handout,
It had that metal dragon frame all the way around it.
Because I'm just thinking maybe we can tip it over and make it so it's on
Smashes
facing the
apart?
ground, or not
Oh.
even smash apart, but just on the ground so nothing can get through.
Mm-hmm. What happened to my handout? Oh,
That's
there.
only a good idea to try.
I
So there are a couple of things about this portal why we look at it here together. It's stonework into the wall itself. It's not on any pedestals or anything like that, and there's no back to it. Right?
Oh, okay.
You'd have to
That
go
is
back
right,
through it
because
to get to the back, but then you'd be looking at the front on the other side. Do you follow?
Yes,
Yeah.
and there was.
Okay.
And when it's not activated, it's just a stone wall.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So then there's
Yeah,
really no
with
good
this
way
like kind of
damaging it.
intricate circular stone carved frame around it.
Okay, then
There's actually
quick
no good way.
question: can we stand two abreast in that hallway there?
Yes, you can. Those squares are 5 feet, and each party member could occupy one square. As
I
normal.
say Gerda and Horace take up the place right there at the opening, and
Oh
Form a
wait,
shield wall.
let's give their new characters.
Oh.
If you guys are going to do this, we might as well do it right.
Yeah, because I mean, at this point, if that's how the portal is, there's no way I can damage it. So
yeah,
Well, I mean, you might be able to crack it or to
Roll a
damage
20.
it. I mean, if you got your deed and you hit reasonably and rolled reasonable damage, then I'd say yes, you have a reasonable chance of damaging it.
then, do we want me to take a swing at it and then run back and form a shield wall?
that's fine.
I'm just looking distance-wise.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's get your characters out on the board.
I'm just saying the odds are against being able to roll it.
Yours.
Just thought. I'm not dissing
But
you.
I mean, generally
I don't
speaking,
think
when the
it could
odds
be
are against
damaged.
me-
I'm really
Well,
thinking
the
it can't
I
either.
mean, the GM has just said that it's possible. So
Right, he's saying some really good rolls, you could do it, and that's cool because you could hit the gem that activates it or whatever and smash it. But I'm just saying.
Horace has spent how many weeks doing nothing but sitting there and failing his rolls. So
So you're saying the odds are you're going to get a win.
yeah,
You're due.
yeah, it's time.
All right.
It's gonna happen.
I've heard that in many casinos, but hey, you know what? If you want to do that, I will hold your spot there at the shield wall for you to come running back to.
All right, we're just going to theater of mind it. I don't want to goof around with this too much.
That's fine.
Token wise, we'll use Gib as the play. I understand what you guys are doing. You're sort of taking up defensive positions in the room as best you can, readying whatever weapons or magic or missiles that you might have at hand. And Horace is taking a mighty swing at the portal. Is that right?
You got it.
All right, go ahead. Roll your attack. Don't forget to include your deed die.
There it is.
Oh,
Yes!
and the deed and the deed went off.
And it's a crit, baby.
And it's a critical, so better roll your critical. Let's see how well you critted now as a level 4 warrior.
I need to look and see what my crit die actually is.
So I don't need to burn a luck for this. You did it.
No. That his crit range is like 18 or 19 now at this level. So he critted and his deed went off.
Nice. So you shattered the gem that powers the whole thing.
A 19 on the crit table 4.
Are you a D20? Your crit die is a D20?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's 4th level, man.
Let's see. On table 4.
Yeah.
Table 3. Table 4. Table 4. What? 19?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're standing there, you're like getting ready to, square it off against this thing. Well, why don't you tell me, why don't you show us what happens when you make this attack? Yeah. And I have some effects for you, but you do know you can even roll your weapon damage and add your deed damage and show us what happens as you strike the portal.
Okay. So he goes ahead. Horace comes up to the portal. He throws his shield onto the ground because he's gonna get everything into
He's gonna put his back into it.
But he spits in his hands.
He takes his sword now in both hands and just stands up here in this nice batter stance and just lets it rip straight into the side of this sucker.
Okay.
We just lost you, Ethan.
No, I think he just stepped back from his mic. Are you still there?
Yeah, he's about to swing. He's acting it out.
Oh, I see. Yeah, just steps back, wing into the batter box. I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And how much damage do you do?
I do 12.
Okay. And that's an additional 3d8 damage. Or what does your sword do? A d8, right?
D8, yeah.
Yeah. So that's an additional 3d8 damage. Let's see how well you do. You get over 20. Oh, it looks like
18 plus 12, 30 points total.
30
Nice.
points. Yeah. So you crack the right half of the portal frame, and you can see this fissure like slowly developing, and it just spider webs out across the whole thing, and portions of the frame of the rock carving, the circular rock carving around the portal, as you see the dragon looming on the far side is like this shadowy shape, it like sort of pop, like piece of it start popping off, and then the portal just collapses.
And right
As
before
it
it
goes-
collapses, you see Horus give the dragon the big finger.
No! See, he shouldn't have fucked with us.
All right.
I really hope he doesn't get out sometime in the future.
another dragon enemy trapped in an alternate dimension.
And pissed. And about to eat a bunch of kit.
So Horus has waited how many weeks to do something, and he did it.
He did
What
the
was-
one thing.
It was a bunch of pent up aggression.
Not to mention some PTSD, I'm sure.
Right.
So he calmly picks up his shield, turns to his companions, and like does a little bow.
We clap. We're very
Golf clap.
He gets a golf clap.
well done, old man.
Now I suggest we run.
Okay, so you guys can make it out of the Dragon Maw without too much difficulty and back onto the surface level. We'll just hand wave some of that for you. So maybe we should take stock of our characters and kind of where how they're leaving this adventure and returning back to the mortal plane. Why don't we start with Horus? So at first, I think he's mithril armored, correct?
Yes, he is covered in some fancy mithril plate mail. So he actually looks quite a bit like a fat Kith, actually.
A fat Kith, right? Because his belly's just a little bit too big for the binding of the breastplate. I mean, the Smiths did the best they could with you, but there's no accounting for narrow hips and and broad shoulders. I mean, you're just broad all around. So
Yeah.
Oh, and you've got those great breeches, right?
I do.
The bell bottom
And the blouse.
is and the blousey shirt.
And I have a very fancy cloak.
Yes, and a very fancy black cloak.
Yeah.
And the weapons you're carrying, tell me about those. I've forgotten how you re-equipped yourself.
So when he was down in the little Kith palace, he managed to grab himself a Kith sword and shield. Nothing too fancy, just something traditional like he's used to using with his sword and shield. Yeah. Let's see. He's still hanging on to that tapestry. That always predicts our death.
Yeah. Right. So hang on. Let me count some of this stuff. So you've got mithril armor, sword, and shield. The fancy cloak. And the tapestry, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you're carrying?
No,
or
because
you're
everything else got stripped from me.
right, you're pretty Spartan. So that's only 7 encumbrance points. You're probably doing pretty good.
Yeah.
If you care to note any of that down on your character sheet. Let's
Yep.
move to Garrett, who's sir not appearing in this film. How does he leave this adventure?
So Garrett,
And yeah, go ahead.
he actually, when you look at him, he's missing some teeth still. And he also lost most of his stuff.
That's right. He was beaten and robbed as well.
That's right.
And he didn't exactly have a chance to go and re-equip himself before dealing with Alaris. So he's kind of running around in very, very little. A few scraps of cloth. He has no armor. He has no weapons.
Okay.
He's pretty much just an almost nude cleric who's just praying for pretty much everything here because he's got nothing else.
Be sure to, he's living a life of piety now. Be sure to note that down on your character sheet. Was he carrying any special items like treasures or, possibly magic items that you might have found while you were adventuring?
No, he doesn't.
That's the big, because you got to keep those.
Right. The only magical item that my characters had was the tapestry.
Okay.
Because the crow ring was given back. Yeah.
Right.
That's about it.
Okay. How about for Gerda? How does Gerda leave this adventure?
Well, she's pretty much the same as she went in. She's got a little more. No, she's back to the rations she had because she re-outfitted with the palace. She replaced her medium shield of human make with a medium shield of Kith make, which she will be putting an emblem, the rising acorn of Ilvidar will be placed on that in the near future. Or I'll sell it and get a new shield, either way.
Okay, so, all right.
Do you want to know how much stuff she has? Or?
Yeah, let's just walk through her equipment and anything special that's changed or grown for her through this adventure.
So she's got banded armor shield. She's got longbow, longsword, mace.
Longbow, longsword, mace, arrows, backpack. Okay.
Lantern. I don't think we need to weigh a healing mushroom, but she's got a healing mushroom. 50 feet of rope, 2 large sacks, a holy symbol, which she wears around her neck, 2 water skins, 3 empty flasks, but I don't think they're empty for some reason. No, they're empty. I would have written what's in them. And some magic dice.
Okay, I count you at 12 encumbrance.
Yeah, that's what I was at before.
May want to note that down on your character sheet. So,
I'm wondering why I didn't, because that's the same as it was.
Yeah, I remember my encumbrance is kind of roughly calculated too. It hasn't really shown its head really in our games, which is fine too. It's more kind of for my amusement or for the.
It's also more about being logical about what you have on your character.
Right, and oh shit, you're carrying all this stuff. Well, we need to figure out what to do with it.
What do you mean you have a jukebox? Well, we needed it. No, we didn't.
How about Hammy? How has he changed, grown, or been shaped by this adventure? And what equipment does he carry out of the dragon's lair?
He carries a crossbow with 4 bolts less than he had going in. So the crossbow, 2 short swords, which he is fucking lethal with. Backpack, 3 small sacks, excuse me, flint and steel, 5 days rations, 1 water skin, 5 candles, and a pot and pan, as well as chainmail.
Oh, and the armor. Okay, so I count him at 11. All right, let's check out these new tokens for Gerda.
Oh yeah, giant Gerda.
Where are we? Oh, there she is.
To scale down with the rest of the party. It looks pretty good.
Oh, and Horace now has a new fondness for being single.
Yes, his heart's been broken.
When she hit the ground like a ripe melon. Oh, I love new tokens. How cool!
See,
Aaron.
here's Garrett.
Ooh.
See how he scales with his companions. Pretty
Are we being
good.
attacked by a dragon again?
No. Were you here for Horus destroying the portal?
No, I mean that noise I just heard. I thought that was a dragon attacking again.
Oh.
Is that just Mike burping?
Yeah, I think it was Mike or Peter. I don't know which one.
It's probably me.
Let's see, that was Gerda and Hammy. How about Gib? How has he left this adventure, grown or been shaped, and equipment that he's carrying with him out of the dragon's lair?
Well, he misses his moth.
Oh, right, his moth. His unnamed moth.
Call him Flappy. That's what his
Flappy.
name was. Well, he leaves with remember the helm to
That's
the
right.
Kith armor
Mm-hmm.
atop his head.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the Greaves.
The Greaves. Yep, the Greaves.
Uh-huh.
The magical Greaves, and
They're Gib
a
Greaves.
small satchel of to be determined mushrooms that he found.
Oh, right.
In the glade with Flappy. Very fond memories with Flappy.
Right. Make sure that you note that down on your character sheet so we don't forget about it. That was
that's
bag
to be
of mushrooms.
determined.
Uh-huh.
And a yet to be determined third level spell that he stole from a witch.
Oh, that's right. One of the Kith sorceresses
Kith
that sort of tried to befriend him.
Yes, but
if she
misled him, and then
he really realized her true chaotic nature.
Yes,
and he fled from her library carrying, with a bunch of scrolls and books and things, and had found this one spell that was useful. I remember that. That was cool.
Other than that, he's got all of his arrows.
Okay, a bow, arrows, a sword.
Yeah, short sword. Yep, that's right. Playing cards, tarot cards, rations, one oil sack thingamajiggy, water skin.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay, count your encumbrance at 8.
And remember, he's at a strength of 14 with those greaves.
Right. That's good. And then, is he wearing any armor or just the helmet?
Just the helmet. As far as armor goes, he's got the padded armor, which
armor, yeah.
Which that just adds 1 to his.
Yeah, and I don't think padded gives you a reflex modifier. It's no spell check penalty.
I believe it does not.
Yeah, and your mithril helmet doesn't either. Yeah, so you've got this beautiful Kith helmet.
Yeah,
that fits your narrow head.
Yep, it looks weird.
Yeah, it's a little longer in the forehead than it ought to be. Maybe stands a little
tall.
Yeah, a little tall, but very intricate and well wrought. Okay, I love it. How about for Ridian, the star of the show, the star of the chaos show?
Well, all right. Let me look here.
So first of all, did the two Kith followers follow you through the portal of the Dragon Wall?
I hope so. I'm not going to be able to start my world domination without him.
So do we have names for these two ladies?
Thing 1 and thing 2.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, and do they stick around once they see if they are out, do they stick around after?
Yeah, I mean, they're even more enthralled and enraptured with him. You know, he's the true patron saint of the coming of the old gods.
So their names are Slanesh and Nurgle.
Slanesh and Nurgle. Hopefully, they're much more beautiful than they sound for their names.
Okay, they're your characters. You can name them as you like. Have you rolled stats for Slanesh and Nurgle?
No, not yet.
I kind of want to call them Slanish and some more feminine Nurgle. Nurgly?
Nurgle.
Nurgle. Nurgal and Slanish.
And Slanish. Okay. Yeah, Slanish and Nurgal. Okay.
All right. Have you rolled stats for these new followers?
No,
You
I have
should.
not.
You'll treat them as 0-level characters. Again, they can level if you choose to give them one of your sessions.
Right.
We're not going to count this session. This is sort of a wrap up from last week, from the leveling that we've done. So the next adventure will start that count again.
Right.
Cool. 2 more mouths to feed around the party.
Hey, good thing I have food of the gods.
Good thing.
Yeah.
You might need to utilize it. All right. So what kind of equipment or what other ways has Ridian been shaped or formed through this experience?
Seriously?
There's a list we just went through.
I know. You could just say all the things that we did through the corruption. That's fine. But, it's good to kind of recap these things and put them front and center in your mind and be sure they're captured on your character sheet.
Right. Yeah. This is basically reading off the sheet. So based on just previous spell burn effects, he has a huge scar on his forearm. He's constantly muttering to himself. He had ritual scarring on his face.
With his other face.
Exactly. That's probably no longer, the ritual scarring on his face is probably gone at this point.
Yeah, the melty wax face lava sort of flows around these scars, so you can sort of still see them. These weird patterns that sort of appear and disappear.
He like pulled out hair, so he's extremely hairy now, and that's the first thing he's going to teach his servants is how to shave him. He's got spotty patches of hair. I'm assuming he's probably pretty well burned from taking that big fireball from Hib. He's incredibly emaciated. He's lost 18 pounds. He's down, like, as he comes out, at least he's down 4 strength, 4 stamina, or 5 stamina, 4 agility. He's got a melty face. He's got 1 leg longer than the other. He's got a duplicate face on his back. He has 1 unknown spell.
The duplicate face on your back is what it used to look like.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
You're kind of your youthful apprentice state, right? Yeah, that's
nice.
Yeah, that's how that face looks.
Oh, and apparently, looking at a different place for notes, I also have pointed ears and a permanent tick.
Yeah,
I remember
that.
like a permanent tick is anything anymore. Weapons. He has a longsword. He is pining for his rune sword.
He's like scratching marks into the blade of his existing.
Right. Yeah. There you go. He has a short bow. He has padded armor for no check penalty. A backpack, a large sack, spell book, chalk, 13 arrows. He's been carrying around these crystalline arrowheads, which I don't even remember where they came from.
Oh, that was down in Farouk, where I think
it was on our way into Farouk. It was up in the swamp.
Yeah, in the swamp.
Let's see here. Hold on. I also have notes that I have a steel flask with very cold, fresh-smelling spring water. I don't know if that was used or not. A sapphire of 75 gold pieces, and that's about it. So,
okay. So I put your encumbrance at 11.
Okay, well, my strength is 5.
It's I think we manage our comrades off of stamina,
Mhm.
but you have
Stamina
followers
6.
that can help carry your stuff. So
I really hope so.
Well, that's why they're there.
right,
Exactly.
right. Actually, I should make character sheets for them right now in the game, so you can populate them when you
Sure.
wish.
So just to clarify, even though they're Kith, I just roll them up as if they're just a regular 0 level person.
Correct,
Right?
correct.
Okay.
And then remember when we were talking on email, you can give them whatever background occupation you wish.
Mhm.
I mean, it it would fit in with their
Kithiness.
Kith temple
Right.
serving girl kind of motif, right?
Mhm.
And I'm going to have to, once you decide to level them to level 1, then I'll have to write up the Kith class for you.
Mhm.
And then we can take it from there. I have some ideas about how I'm going to do that, but I just need some time to do it.
And Ridian is taking suggestions on how to change, what to change his name to. He's after this. He obviously needs to have some sort of Ridian the something, or Ridian something, demon something, or something
The
like that.
horrific,
Iridian the Oozy.
the burn.
Ridian the back puncher.
You started it.
I was merely trying to help you out.
Yeah. So you know what happens next time you punch me in the back? My mouth is going to bite you.
Hey, but no one can sneak up. You don't have a back hex anymore.
Well,
That's
is
right.
the face like exposed, or
Well,
Oh yeah, I mean you'd have to do
Cut
special
out-
clothing for it, like a peekaboo cutout in the back.
right.
Yeah, Ridian Two-Face. Let's go.
Oh, the
So
Ridian,
that's
the
Ridian.
double-faced, yeah.
Ericor, he didn't gain anything equipment wise. Oh, shoot. There we go. Okay, hold on. But he did have a major epiphany, and he was able to purge himself of his orky tendencies from the iron poison,
That's right.
and he's gotten some very vindictive patron now. So that if I fail any kind of spells, it gets double disapproval, or disapproval, or corruption, or I can't remember which.
Just if it's cleric, it's disapproval.
Right, but he's a elf, so he has magic spells. So
It's
maybe it's corruption. So he's got a spear. Well, he probably tossed his longbow because it's been broken because of his fumble. He's got mithril banded armor, shield, and helmet. So he's got, even though he's got the bow's broken, he still has 40 arrows, water skin herbs, backpack, rope, flint, steel. That's about it. And apparently quite a lot of gold at some point. I don't know why, but anyway.
Okay, I count your encumbrance at 10. How much gold do you have, just out of curiosity?
It says I've got 201 gold, but I'm wondering if that's before I started spending money. I don't know.
Make a luck check.
I'm sorry?
Make a luck check.
Let's see what Gerda's got.
Yeah, for whatever reason, my characters had huge amounts of gold. They have no money now, but
I don't know why I'm rolling a D10 now. I mean, off the.
Screw around with the sheet. Figure that out.
Yeah.
Because you'd like to.
I'm cheating. There we go. 19. No.
So you don't have 201 gold. You have 12.
Okay. Good enough. That's fine. But yes, he's now one of the things I think you said was every time he goes up a level, he
Yes.
has to do an iron thing.
Right. So
But
mhm.
he went up a level, but I also got that epiphany, so I wasn't sure how that was going to balance out or not.
Yeah, that epiphany was to deal with the last
Right.
the last effect that you had. So now you need to make a check.
Right.
And you need to take a fortitude save, which is DC 10 plus your new level, which is 4. So
3.
14. You need to make a fortitude save DC 14. And because it's DC 14, you can use your fortitude modifier, whatever that might be in your spell check.
Okay. He's actually level 3.
Oh, level 3, pardon me. So it would be DC 13.
Yep.
With your fortitude modifier thrown into the roll. Did you make it? Failed it?
No, made it. 19.
He made it by a landslide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was thinking luck. Yeah, so yeah, I got it over.
Right. So you're okay. This time it must have been all that time that you spent in the Fey realm,
Right.
That sort of, and that all that bloodletting that the
that's right. He came out with a new unknown spell also.
Right. Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's going to be fun.
Cast it like a D16 and.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Horus has the ability to invoke a patron, though he has no clue what Kith patron it is.
Right. The Kith, those are the gods before the Court of Chaos were formed and the Order of Law.
So basically, Cthulhu.
Yeah, you don't know what they are. I mean, you're fascinated by them, and you've been given a glimpse into their realm.
Mm-hmm.
But what that prophet said, the Kith prophet, when she was speaking to you, those many hours late into the night, was, call on them only in those most desperate times, for their retribution is great.
Meaning, don't call on them.
Okay.
It's a bad thing.
What's the D6 for?
That's the hit points for Arakor leveling.
Cool. Well, guys, that was pretty fun. So we have some choices now about what we want to do. So what would the group like to? I think the consensus from last week was we should keep playing, right?
Yes.
I would like to.
I'm happy to keep running. That's fine. I have an idea about what to do, so I could be prepared for next week.
Oh, I would love to continue. I would love to continue with these characters. I also think it might be fun to drop in a 0 level funnel that Nils could run his 2 characters through, and we could all run up some more 0 levels. But I very much would love to see what 4th level characters can do.
Yeah,
I'm going to be gone next week. That's when we're going to Orlando.
Gotcha.
So just letting you know about the schedule. So no.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I don't think that should prevent us from playing, but
no, certainly not.
We'll just have to catch you up, I guess. Right. Let's get the last new token on the board.
Yeah.
For
Horus, right?
Horus.
Yeah.
Horus the Mighty. Horus the Breaker of Portals.
There it is.
Yeah, the other group we played, Nils's game, we sort of became the cleaning crew. Cleansing these law temples. I think this group's more of the curse breakers.
Curse breaker.
Yeah.
True.
Going into weird lands or other planes of existence.
Yeah. We're the plane walking curse breakers.
The planeswalkers. The cursed planeswalkers.
It is feeling a bit cursed, isn't it? It's like, oh, we're doing someone's job and it's not ours.
There you go, Horus.
Ooh, fancy.
Could be a little bigger. Cool. Well, any pros or cons for tonight's session?
Hmm.
It would have been interesting to see if we were going to fight the dragon or not.
Yeah, that was quite a mighty blow that Horus delivered to the portal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it would have been interesting to see him deliver that mighty blow to that dragon. And it would have been interesting to see what would have happened to him when he came through the portal.
Well, you knew, but we have no idea.
Well, you never know, right? It's all in the dice.
Well, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just as surprised about the way things went tonight as you guys were. I was surprised that you mentioned Retromax and the death of Alarith. And in fact, Horus almost saying that you guys were responsible for killing her. That was sort of the cherry on top.
Yeah, I don't think Gerda should talk anymore. She just talks too much. I think every time we get into a big fight, it's because she said something that she shouldn't.
Hey, you know what? I don't always get other cultures.
What was the agreement with the bone dragon, anyways? That's I guess I was kind of confused on.
I don't think it was so much an agreement, but so much that he would owe whoever whoever freed him.
Yeah.
Oh, the bone dragon.
Yeah, and the bone dragon was still terribly in love with
Right, he was torn because he loved her and he hated her.
right.
No, I get that, but okay. So there
That's
really
why I
was
wasn't going to tell
no.
him that we did it. That's why I blamed Retromax.
Yeah, and Retromax was the trickster that sort of led him into that tryst, into that love, and that's I maybe could have been a little bit clearer about that, about his disdain for Retromax. But when you had met Balgazar, you hadn't yet met Retromax, so there wasn't that opportunity yet to sort of feed that in, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
But he had mentioned something about that.
Yeah, I think so. My
Yeah,
big pro is that
but he had said that's why Retromax was cursed with him, is because he had arranged the whole thing. Right.
He was the culprit behind the.
Right. That's the chaos gods cursed him to be stuck in there as well.
Correct.
Yeah. I would say my big pro would be that after X number of weeks, Horus did something and he did something well.
Yeah, that was pretty damn impressive.
That was more than just well. That was
19.
I had faith he'd do it and he did it. So there you go.
It's funny the way that stuff works out. Like at the most opportune or inopportune time, right? That you get the fumble or that you get the critical, and it just seems to, just fit perfectly with the story. Yeah. Or maybe that's what helps shape the story. I don't know.
Yeah, we were on quite the high die roll train though this session, with the number of times.
I rolled a 1 for healing.
Yeah, I mean the number of 18s and 19s you rolled to get us into the ability to win initiative against the dragon.
Oh, good point.
Right, to the point where you could use Hammy's luck to burn a few points, right?
And good call, Neil, saying we're going to need the luck, because I'm like, well, I guess it could be helpful. I didn't even think about outrunning the dragon.
Yeah.
Right.
My big pro was there was a lot more. I just didn't remember. I didn't think about how much we're going to have to go through to get from where we were out. I'm like, we just have to get to the gate.
Just get to back to the Dragon Maw, the cave.
Right. My thought was we just have to get to the cave, but there's the maze and there's the stuff in there, and we had to outrun everybody. And I wasn't thinking it all the way through. And once it all started, I'm like, whoa, we got a shitload to do.
Right.
Yeah.
I love the cinematic of him come crashing through just below us and him turning the wrong way and then us going the other way and then him chasing us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Him turning and coming after us was what saved our bacon, ironically.
Yeah, he may have beat you there if he hadn't pursued you, right?
Right. He could have gotten lost going left or right below there, but he could have gone straight there too.
Yeah, yeah. What I was doing was just randomly, if he didn't have a course of action like trying to eat you guys, he was just rolling randomly when he went to the junctions.
I figured he was largely out of his mind anyway, and he wasn't going to be reasonable at all.
Right.
My only thought was a word of command, or maybe even try banish, which is a new spell for me.
Mm.
My thought was keep running.
Yeah, that was the wisest thought.
Like, even if he comes after us, like I'd be willing to take the hit and just keep running because there's no way we're killing that sucker.
Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. How many hit dice was he, Aaron, or can you tell us?
Lots.
Lots. Yeah, I was afraid of that.
I mean, he's a dragon, and I looked up dragons like several months ago, and I don't want to fight one.
You guys have already had an encounter with 2.
Yeah, but those were relatively small by comparison to this sucker.
Yeah, I actually encountered 3 dragons, right? The leaf one and the stone one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The one beneath Farouk,
Yep.
Dragora's dragon.
Yep.
And now Valgazar, yeah, 4 dragons.
4.
It's like this is regular Dungeons and Dragons. You've got to have dragons. It's right in the name.
I need to go. Grace probably is waiting for me for more homework stuff. So
Right.
thanks a lot for a great session.
That was fun.
Alright.
Talk to you later.
Incredible 30 weeks.
Yeah, 30 weeks.
Thanks, Aaron, for all your work.
Oh man.
All right, guys.
Hey guys,
Bye.
talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
See you next Thursday.
Next Thursday it is.
Yeah, buddy.